Hi everyone. This is my feeble attempt at trying to look halfway decent. I have been feeling really terrible the last couple days, and I have been in bed for 2.5 days and just not feeling really good, but something came in the mail to make me feel so much better. Yeah, $30 for all these books from guess where? Discoverbooks.com. Now remember, I'm going to post a link in the description box to get your 15% off and help me to get a discount again. I love Discover Books because I got this great book here. Yeah, I still haven't done my nails, so they're terrible, okay? Just let's get over it. What I love about Discover Books, this book right here is worth $30 to $40 anywhere else, eBay or Amazon. And I found it on discoverbooks.com for $3.98. And this is a collector's item. This is the collector's library for Pride and Prejudice. I'm gonna have to put my granny glasses on. Sorry, just having some animal drama in the house. I've been sick, and I have to tell you, one of the things that's been really bothering me is everything. Seriously, like everything's bothering me. If you don't know from my highly sensitive person videos, I am very panic prone. So I've been, with my sickness, I've been having a lot of panic attacks, and just the mere idea of these animals around, and even my husband touching me has just been like, get off of me. So I had to pause the video a second ago and just deal with animal drama. Seriously sick of it. Okay, so let's get back to the fun stuff. And the fun stuff is this really cool edition. It's a collector's library edition of Pride and Prejudice. Now, you wouldn't think this would be very expensive, but believe it or not, on eBay even, this is going for $40. On Amazon, I think it was $35. This is just a tiny little book, as you can see. It's not very big. It's as big as my head, if that. And it has the gilded edges around it. One of the things that I love about discoverbooks.com is the price. However, these little stickers are irritating. Okay, seriously, Discover Books, don't put these on the covers. It's really irritating me because there's so many great books and they keep getting, the covers are being ruined. Now, fortunately, this one was on the back cover, but I'm going to show you that they put some on the front cover that just really irked me. But anyway, so as you can see, this is the collector's library. And we have the wonderful illustrations going on here for Pride and Prejudice. Now, this is my first Pride and Prejudice illustrated book that has the original illustrations. As you know, I had this one here, which is the Classics Reimagined, which was beautifully illustrated. And I believe a lot of the illustrations in this one was taken from the movie. However, this one is featuring a lot of the original. I am so sorry for my nails. So bad. These are featuring a lot of the original illustrations. And I have to tell you, look at this. The binding hasn't even been broken on this. This thing hasn't really even been open. Okay, so this was a score. Brand spanking new. It is the collector's library, and I'll tell you something. This is worth good money, and I got it for next to nothing. Now, my next book I got, I'm super excited about. This is the Jane Austen Handbook. Proper Life Skills from Regency England. No, seriously, this is the bomb diggity. Seriously, bomb diggity. And again, they put the sticker on the back. Thank you for that, discoverbooks.com, because I really do like that they put it on the back and not on the front, because these stickers are incredibly hard to get off. I really wish they would get different stickers that don't leave a residue on it like that. Really irks me. So put them on the back or get stickers that, are easily, peeling off, that you can easily peel off. That would be great. So anyways, this is really cool because I was excited about this because I really wanted to learn more about the times of Jane Austen. It's one thing to read her books. It's another thing to, just get wrapped up in the stories and the characters. But it's an entirely different thing if you know the period in which it's being written from. And I think that's really important because it's a part of history. She is writing from a part of our past, a part of our history, a part of the way things were done long ago. This isn't something she just made up. And I hope that you go into reading Jane Austen novels and understanding the time. And I love history, and I love history in context, and I love history that tells the truth. So it's interesting that I found these books because I really wanted to understand where Jane was coming from while she was writing these books and why. And I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Jane Austen and her life, but getting to know the time period of when she was writing this, it's really cool. Now, let me tell you some cool stuff that's in this book. Again, we have some illustrations going on here. And we have some beautiful chapter pages. Where is that? Bear with. Back. One of the things that I found really interesting was that the chapters, I'll go through the chapters really quick because this is a really great book. Again, look at that. Binding, not even broken. If anything, I did this today looking through this. It does look like this page has been dog-eared, but I'm okay with that. I don't dog-ear my books, but let's go through the chapters. We have Jane Austen's World and Welcome to It. We also have a quick succession of busy nothings or everyday activities. Sorry about the nails. Really disgusting, right? I'm sorry. Making love. It's not what you think. Now remember, making love wasn't sexual. Making love in her time was being courted. Affection was verbal affection, and they called it, don't make love to me. I don't want you making love to me. And that really meant don't be flirting with me. So making love was really just flirting. Under that category, it's how to choose a prospective husband, how to indicate interest in a gentleman without seeming forward, how to marry off your daughter, how to decline an unwanted proposal in marriage, how to carry on a secret engagement, how to get him back after you have quarreled, how to be a bride, and how to elope to Scotland. How fun is that? And then we have the best company or social gatherings. And one of the things I want to show you, oh, look at this. Oh, come on. Isn't that gorgeous? See, the dresses, the dresses of the time. There's actually a book called The Fashion of Jane Austen's Time, which was really cool, and I couldn't find it on Discover Books, but it is on Amazon. Look at all the cool things they have, like how to do embroidery. Here we have the hairstyles. I so seriously want to go back to this one right here, and that one. Right? Okay. The coolest part ever was how to write a letter. Look at the way that they had to fold the letter. Oh, isn't that the coolest thing ever? I just love this book so much, and I'm so excited to get into this because I also got another book that is Jane Austen's Good Manners. Compliments, charades, and horrible blunders. And here again, we have just beautiful illustrations as we go throughout the book. And this one, I'm going to go through the contents as well. This one is Manners Maketh Man and Woman. The forms of introduction, calling and conversation, dancing and dining, dress and taste, the subject of matrimony, the family circle, the assistance of servants. How I wish I had servants, because I can't get my husband or my child to be my servants. They just won't do it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the form of introduction real quick. Let's see what it says about that, because I haven't really gone through this book and I'm really excited. When the foolish clergyman, Mr. Collins, in Pride and Prejudice, declares his intention of introducing himself uninvited to the most distinguished guest in the room, Mr. Darcy, Elizabeth Bennet is horrified. Though no respecter of rank or fortune, she possesses true elegance of mind and manners, and recognizes when society's codes should or should not be respected. In this instant, she is in no doubt. As she endeavors to explain to her clergyman cousin in vain, it must belong to Mr. Darcy, the superior in consequence, to begin the acquaintance. The patronizing reproof which she receives from misguided Mr. Collins is outweighed only by the daintyish put down, which he, without even realizing it, receives in his turn from Mr. Darcy. So rule number 1 is do not be presumptuous in offering introductions. Such a great book. All right, so then I got something really awesome. I got the letters of Jane Austen. I'm really excited about this, but look what they did. Discover Books. No. Right on her face? Come on. Now, if I take this off, this is what's going to happen. And this is really disturbing. I don't mind if they put it on the back, but the front, come on. I'm going to complain about this because it drives me crazy. If you're going to put it on the front, put it on the bottom, but then get stickers that can easily be peeled off, because that will not come off. As you know from my Emma book, it leaves a sticky residue on it, and then all you get is, when you try to wipe it off, it gets all the oil on your fingers onto the sticky stuff. Or, if you have animals, guess what happens to the sticky stuff? So this is Jane Austen's letters. This is going to really help me have some insight into her personal life, which I'm really, really excited about. And they're dated too, which is really cool. So let's go to Cassandra Austen, Saturday 1st, Sunday 2nd, December 1798. Steventon, December 1st. My dear Cassandra, I am so good as to write you again thus speedily to let you know that I have just heard from Frank. This is really going to be neat because I also know that her niece was trying to become an author, and she was giving her niece a lot of writing tips and telling her the etiquette of the time, because her niece was so much younger than her and didn't really understand the etiquettes of the time. So she was giving her advice on how to handle the etiquette and the manner of which things would be handled. Now, my next thing that I have had the sticker on the front. I'm very upset about this because this is a journal. A Jane Austen journal, and I'm really upset that they put this on the front because now this is ruined forever. And this is a pristine journal, and it is just a lined journal. However, throughout the book, the journal, there are Jane Austen quotes that you can see. So, but it's not on every page, so you got to kind of flip through and you'll see. But this is going to be really fun for me to keep my notes in for all the books that I'm reading, because I am taking a lot of notes about Jane Austen and her characters and trying to keep track of things, just so while I'm doing some videos, sometimes I like to take notes and just give my thoughts on what's going on. Now, the next thing is probably the biggest score I have found on Discover Books. This is my prize and possession. It's my Celebrating Pride and Prejudice 200th year anniversary book. Now, this is not Pride and Prejudice itself. It is all about Pride and Prejudice. thank you, Discover Books, for putting this on the back this time, because this is a prize. And you can see that this is just a book cover, but it's beautifully done. Again, look at the binding on this, not even opened. And we can look through here, and what we're going to find is Here Comes the Bride of Lydia's Wedding. And then we get some pictures in there. And so there's a lot of illustrations in here that's going to talk about the writing of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, but also like some of the movie versions that were made. Like here we have this little description of the movie that was made. We have these beautiful illustrations as well. So this book is more about Pride and Prejudice, not the actual book. So right off the bat, we have this gorgeous page. And I'll read the table of contents, and you can see the beginning, the introduction page here. And I'll read the table of contents again, which is My Own Darling Child, The Writing of Pride and Prejudice, a very superior work. Reactions to Pride and Prejudice. So you'll get critics' reactions to the work, which is really interesting. A truth universally acknowledged, the famous first sentence. Right? Bright and sparkling, the style of Pride and Prejudice. As charming a creature, the heroine, Elizabeth Bennet. Mr. Darcy is the man, the hero, Fitzwilliam Darcy. The female line, her relations. The same noble line, his relations. Delighting in the ridiculous, other characters. Pride and Prejudice goes overseas, the translations. Pictures of perfection, illustrating and covering Pride and Prejudice. Did they all live happily ever after? Sequels and adaptations. Bonnets and bosoms. Film and theatrical versions. Mugs and skateboards. Selling Pride and Prejudice. Behold me immortal. Pride and Prejudice now and in the future. So this is my prize possession right here. And again, seriously? $3.98? Okay, seriously, this is fantastic. So this was quite the score for me, along with the collector library. Now, the other thing I have, and I don't know about you, but I love library books. I love the way that they put the plastic coating on it. Seriously, I just love library books. But again, hello, stop doing this. So this is Jane Austen's England. This is going to give us that time period, the historical events that were going on during Jane Austen's time. So this is very exciting. Of course, this is a library book, and I'm not concerned about that. I was just more concerned about getting the book. And for me, $3.98 is quite a score for this book, considering how much it is on Amazon and other sellers. But this is really cool because this is going to give us some information about what England was like during Jane Austen's life. So we have the Jane Austen territory. Then we have these old maps. This is just so cool, you guys. I mean, I just love this. This is really neat. Let me read the table of contents for this book. Wedding bells, breeding, toddler to teenager, home and hearth, fashions and filth, sermons and superstitions, wealth and work, leisure and pleasure, on the move, dark deeds, medicine men, last words. So, if there's anything that you want me to read from this book, let me know from the table of contents that I just read here, and I will be glad to read something very interesting from one of those chapters. Just let me know in the comments below what you want to hear. All right, I have 2 more books, and these 2 books are Persuasion. Again, as I said before, when you order from discoverbooks.com, you don't really know what you're going to get. And again, this is one of those situations where I thought I was getting a collector's item and I didn't. And this is the first one, Persuasion, that I got that I thought was going to be collector's edition. It's not. Again, the sticker right on the cover irks me to no end. This one is a very nice book. I don't doubt it. I want to see when the actual printing of this one was. This was 1995 it was published, so for me, I don't really feel like that's, you know, the pages are a little brownish, but we do have some of the illustrations going on. But for me, that's not, you know, a really big deal. And then I thought I was getting a different book, and I got Digireads. I don't know even what that means, but again, we have the sticker on the back. Good job. And again, we have the illustrations. And I bought 2 books, again, not just, you know, because I wanted to give one away, and I will. I'll probably give this one to my friend Anne again because we are doing a Jane Austen book club. So I don't know what our next book will be, but if it's Persuasion, she'll have a copy. I'm really looking for these really nice collector's editions. However, that is not, you know, it's like a 50-50 chance. You know, you don't really know what you're going to get. I was very fortunate to actually get the collector's edition that I had been looking at, and I believe that one of these was supposed to be one of these, the collector library, and it didn't turn out to be that way. So, you know, as much as I love getting these discounts, it can be a little disappointing when you actually get the book because it's not what it says that it is. It can happen like that. But if you think about it, I got 9 books. Well, actually, I got 10. I don't know where the other one is. I know I got 10 books. But anyway, because I got a discount on the 10. Out of the 9 books that I have here, only one of them was a dud and wasn't what I was expecting, as was the case with the last batch that I got. Just one of them wasn't what I was expecting it to be. However, I'm really happy with the load that I got. I mean, I really can't be too disappointed with that or with my journal, even though they put this sticker on here. But I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this on. If anybody has any way that I can get these stupid, you know, the paper from the stickers off of a beautiful book like this. It is a soft cover and it's so beautiful. I don't want to ruin it though. So again, the letters, the manners. Now this one was a little wore. You know, you can see the dirt on this one. But again, I'm not too concerned about that because I think it's still a beautiful book. This one, pristine condition. So when it says that it's in very good condition or acceptable, I think it's good or acceptable that Discover Books does. These are good. Now, acceptable means that they're probably not in the best condition, but you'll get them cheaper. However, I mean, if this is good, I'm all for it. I love it. Last year, I ordered a book. There was an instance where the book was so unacceptable that they didn't even send it to me. They said, you know, we really pride ourselves on quality, and we're not going to send you a book that's just not acceptable for us to send out. So that is my haul. That is another one of my Jane Austen hauls that I got, and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, $30 for all this. Can't go wrong. So again, feel free to use the reference code in my description box so that you can get your own haul for 15% off. All right, guys, take care, and don't forget to learn your manners.